Hi, amazing viewers. Welcome to Christianity over Islam with Shamoun. And on today's episode, Christians destroy overconfident Muslim on the Quran. Let's watch this amazing video.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah, but according to Sunnah, you can't greet us. We can talk about that. So be careful of your greeting.
Really?
Yep, that's in the Sunnah. That's in Bukhari and Muslim. We'll talk about it. But
I greet all my friends with peace and blessings.
I like that smile, man. Are you posing for the camera? Anyway, so you said you were born in a Christian home, so people can figure out who you are because they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
What branch of Christianity were you raised in?
Mormonism. You might not think that's Christianity, but we did believe in Jesus Christ. So
No, well, you believe
Not
that
we,
the Father.
they.
Well, you believe the Father was a man who became God, and that Jesus was Jehovah, and he was Lucifer's older brother.
That threw me off right there. I'm sorry about that.
Listen, teach us.
With Mormonism, everything is confusing. So what you said to me sounds about right, to be honest. But
That's weird, man. So,
the basis of that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying the basis of what I learned growing up as a Mormon was that God, in essence, we don't know his beginning. We assume he was a man, but we don't know.
Definitely.
And he had a son named Jesus, and he came here to save the world. And he went through the atonement, but it was different than mainstream Christianity. He went through the atonement in the Garden of Gethsemane, right?
Yep.
And bled for the sins, But continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. So how long have you been a Muslim?
A year.
Only a
July
year?
16th, 2021.
Only a year. So then that means you're very green when it comes to Islam. You don't know much about
Yeah.
Islam.
Correct.
So speaking of Islam, now, just like in Christianity, you have different denominations. Sorry, I'm trying to work my screen because it's a little dirty.
Yeah.
So you guys bear with me. Now, there are different branches of Islam like there in Christianity. Did you become Sunni?
I became Muslim, so I agree with Sunni, but I just mainline Muslim. I don't.
Well, the mainline Muslim is Sunni Islam. They're 85%.
I agree.
That's why I have to know, because if I quote the hadith and you say you don't follow it, that's a problem, isn't it?
I agree that is a problem, but like I said, I grew up Mormon, so a lot of why I left Mormonism was because of Doctrine and Covenants, where it went into the footnotes of the words of God, and I believe that the words of God need to be individualized. The hadith are there to help guide from a prophet's perspective and teach.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you made too many assumptions without any proof, because you assume the Quran is God's word, and that's the whole point of the debate.
is.
Well, we'll see. I guarantee you it's not, but we'll see. First of all, you believe, since you believe in the hadith, what is your view about the Quran? Is it the speech of Allah?
Yes.
It's uncreated?
I think it's natural. Yes.
Using the term natural doesn't tell me you're natural, I'm natural. It's uncreated.
No, I think nature is created. So I believe.
I didn't say the Quran is nature. I said the Quran is uncreated because you don't make up Islam as you go along.
So you're talking about uncreated as in what is uncreated?
Well, if you have
Quran?
studied Islam, then the Quran is Kalam Allah, speech of Allah. So I don't want to have to educate you what you're supposed to believe. I was hoping you know this, but the Quran is supposed to be Kalam Allah, speech of Allah, and one of his sifat, attributes, which means it's uncreated. Now, if you don't believe that, let me know.
When you say uncreated, I'm assuming you're meaning that it's just there, like nobody created it, right?
Are the attributes of Allah created, or does Allah always exist with his attributes?
It's always existing. Always
So
existing.
that's what I just said. Maybe you need to go to your mosque, masjid, and ask the imam.
I do.
Okay, you ask the imam and say, Imam, is Quran Kalam Allah? Kalam. Yes. Kalam.
KLM. I've never heard that word.
Oh, that's because you've only been a Muslim for a year.
Yeah, for a year, right? Thank you.
I understand. So I'm trying to help you so you don't think I'm pulling a fast one, because there's really, when I tell you Islam teaches this and you may not know it, Kalam, K-L-A-M, Kalam, that's transliteration, speech. Speech is one of Allah's attributes. Since Allah's attributes are uncreated, and the Quran is his attribute of speech, this is why Sunni Muslims say the Quran is uncreated, because it's an attribute of Allah, and Allah's always existed with his attributes.
Beautiful. Yeah, I believe it's uncreated. Yeah, thank you for sharing that enlightenment with me.
All right. So now, but you sure you believe it? Because I don't want you to backtrack.
Well, wherever we're going, I'd love to see it. So please.
Well, so now, is the Quran Allah?
Is the Quran Allah? Do we understand the definition of Quran?
You just told me what it is. It's that it's uncreated speech of Allah. So is it Allah?
Uncreated speech of Allah.
You said yes. So you backtrack. Say that's what I just said. Are you going to backtrack? Now you're backtracking.
I think the Quran is one way you can understand Allah. Yes.
No, I didn't say understand Allah. Is the Quran Allah, or is it not Allah? It's distinct from Him.
I think as a deep, profound perspective, yes, I agree that the Allah is His words.
Well, I'll tell you why you have to, because you're going to a mosque that's a Sunni mosque, not a Shia mosque, right?
It's not titled.
I'll give you $10 million when you go to the mosque and they don't call themselves Sunni Muslims, unless you're Quran only, you're not.
I actually, when I went to the mosque, it's called Islamic Center of Cottonwood.
Okay, Islamic Center. If I now search Islamic Center and they show they follow the Quran and Sunnah, they follow the Hadith, the Sunnah, right?
Yeah.
Bukhari Muslim, right?
Yeah.
That's a Sunni mosque. You see why it will save us a lot of time if we just get to the point.
No, I'm saying there are Shia Muslims that go to that mosque.
Sure, Shia are.
So I'm not. It is not right. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. A mosque, anyone can come. You can be Christian.
No, not anyone.
You can be a Shia.
Cannot come. No, the one
Who can't come?
There's an Ahmadiyya who follows Mirza Ghulam Ahmed. They find out he wouldn't be welcome in a Sunni Shia mosque because they believe
It's
that
not a Sunni Shia mosque. It's just a mosque. Anyone can come.
Let's try this. Okay, let's try this again. You didn't hear me. I know you're trying to pretend you're hearing. Let's try this again. See if your hearing is good. I know Shia can come to the mosque, but no Shia can speak and give the khutbah, and no Shia would follow Bukhari Muslim wholeheartedly. They will follow Kulaini, Kafi, and others. That's why I asked you, does the mosque follow the Sunnah, such as Bukhari, Muslim, Sunan Abu Dawud? You said yes. It's a Sunni mosque, but let's put that aside because we're going on tangents, which I don't want you to do. We're back here. Okay, so let's see if you understand what you're supposed to believe because you go to a mosque that everyone's welcome. Okay, so Quran, speech of Allah, uncreated. Okay, we got that far. Is the Quran Allah or distinct from him?
I believe the Quran is Allah. Yeah.
It is Allah?
I don't think he's bound to the Quran.
Okay, that's fine because Allah is more than the Quran. Okay, but the Quran is Allah, right?
It's his words.
It's his words, so it's Allah.
It's his words. If I say something, I'm not my words. I'm about my words, but I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not my.
Contradict yourself. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep changing your definition. First, you said it is Allah, but now you say it's about Allah, and I'm not my words. I'm about my words. So. Can I ask it a fourth time so we can make this fruitful, not waste time on semantics?
Yeah, I don't mean. I apologize. I don't mean to waste your time.
Is the Quran Allah or distinct from Allah?
I believe the Quran is Allah.
Wow, that's interesting. You'd be one of the few. So you believe that an aspect of Allah became physical and tangible, huh?
If the Quran wasn't here in a physical form, you could still recite it. So how's that physical?
How would you know what the Quran is if it wasn't revealed? And when the Quran itself says it's a kitab, a book, we sent down.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
The Quran says we sent down to you the book. It is a book, kitab. Kitab is not something that is not material. I don't want to have to teach you your religion, but if you go to chapter 5, verse 48, to you... This is
a book about which there is no doubt a guidance for those conscious of Allah. So I know it's a book.
If you talk over me, you just butchered Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 2. It says, ذَلِكَ kitab, not هَذَا kitab. That's not about...
ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ
Yes, okay. You want to talk over me again so I can send you to Mecca to lick the black stone, or are you going to listen?
No, you said I practiced today.
Dhalika kitab means that is the book. The word for this is the book is hada kitab. That's why when you read the commentaries, they'll tell you that dhalika kitab in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 2, is not the Quran. It's referring to the Torah and Injil. Now, let me give you the verse that I cited.
You missed the letter. You missed the dhalik.
Friend, you know I'm going to embarrass you because now you're being a smartass. You know that, right?
I'm just saying. You said that you know the recitation.
Chapter 5, verse 48, it says we sent down the book. So now, with you barking, do you agree now the Quran is a book? So you
the word Quran means recite.
Okay.
The word Quran means recite.
Okay, let's try this again because now I'm going to really take you out because you didn't listen to what I said. 548. It says, we sent to you, Muhammad, the kitab. What was sent down to Muhammad?
A Quran.
It says kitab.
It says kitab.
Okay, so what is a kitab? Is it your toilet paper that you use to wipe your arse? What is a kitab?
When you're talking about kitab, you are talking about a book. But what is a book?
So you just wasted 5 minutes of my life.
No, what is a book? What is a book?
Okay, go to chapter 25.
Has words. You can't have a book without words. It's just paper.
Brother, do you want me to end it, or do you want to pretend you can have this conversation?
Hey, I'm just trying to have this conversation.
Go to chapter 25, verses 4 to 6, so I can use the Quran to bear you. Go to 25, verses 4 to 6.
If you know the verse, why won't you pull it up?
25, verses 4 to 6. Dude, stop wasting time. Open your book. Then I tell you when you come live, have your book ready?
You have it ready right now.
Read it, man. Oh, my goodness. Open up 25, verses 4 to 6.
All right, what was the... You said chapter 5 or chapter 25?
25, verses 4 to 6.
Yeah, go ahead and start it. Moreover, those who are bent on denying the truth
Speak to the microphone. أعوذ بالله من محمد الرجيم. We can't hear you. Speak to the microphone.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من محمد الرجيم. Go ahead. Yeah.
Moreover, those who are bent on denying the truth are wont to say, "This
Chapter
Quran
25,
is
verses
nothing."
4 to 6.
Yep, this is verse 4. Al-Furqan. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, go ahead, read.
And those who disbelieve say, "This Quran is not except a falsehood he invented, and another people assisted him in it, but they have committed an injustice and lied."
I don't know. It takes you 5 hours to do it.
Can I go and grab my physical
Yeah,
copy?
please do. And then make sure you have the Arabic, because you're going to show me what the Arabic says in a minute. Go ahead, get it. Didn't I tell you have it ready when we go live? Yeah, this guy is a waste of time. He's only a Muslim 1 year, and he's stupider than Muhammad. So just bear with me, guys. What happened, buddy? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest,
What happened?
your insults are getting me a little vexed.
It's okay if I show you how Muhammad insulted.
No. I'm in the military, so I can take it. But
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Obviously.
If I show you Muhammad insulting people, then we'll see what you're going to say about that. But keep going. Yeah. So if you're frustrated, we'll be frustrated with Muhammad together. We'll get there.
No, I'm not frustrated. Like,
Okay,
you're a
can
human
you
being.
open up the book and stop giving me a speech. 25 verse 4 to 6, because we want to finish it before the new year.
Yeah, I have work 8 in the morning. I'm really trying to get this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. 8 more. Now we have to make excuses because we have work in the morning. Yeah. Come on. 25 verse 4 to 6. Make sure you didn't waste our time tonight. Yeah. It's taking you that long to open up a book to get to chapter 25 verse 4 to 6. I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what chapter 25 is, right? It's after 24 and 23 and 22. Do you want to speed it up, my friend? I mean, it shouldn't take you 5 hours unless you're trying to stall for time.
I'm really not.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Okay, open it up.
And they say, legends of the former peoples, which he has written down.
We start at
They are
4.
dictated to him.
Start at
That's
4.
fine. You may start at 4.
Yeah.
And those who disbelieve say, "This Quran is not except a falsehood he invented, and another people assisted him in it, but they have committed an injustice and a lie." The next verse continues. And they say, legends of the former peoples, which he has written down, and they are dictated to him morning and afternoon. The next verse say, "O Muhammad, it has been revealed by he who knows every secret within the heavens and the earth. Indeed, he is ever forgiving and merciful."
Okay. Now, number one, if you have the Arabic, in verse 4, the word Quran is not there, right? But that doesn't matter, but it's not there, correct? It's inserted in the English, which is fine. And this Quran, what did Muhammad do with it? He caused it to do what with it?
No, it says this as in it's meaning this Quran. It doesn't say Quran, but it's
Good. Okay,
insinuating
we got the
this.
point. What did he do with it, though? He caused it to be what?
Who calls it to be what?
Did
Muhammad?
you read verse 5? And he caused it, or do I need to have you read it 20 more times for it to sink in? What did verse 5? He caused it to do be what?
I'm just trying to. Can you get to the point? You're asking me
You
to
read
answer
and
your
tell me
questions.
be what? Because you're going to tap dance if I get to the point, but I want to nail you, so I want you to see it so you don't tap dance. What does it say in verse 5? He caused it to be what? Recited or written down?
Okay, that's where we're saying. Okay, I understand what you're saying now because
now can we
he
stop
caused it to be
okay?
what was
Okay.
never in the verse. So that's where I was trying to find. So I was like, okay,
Can you
is your
read for
point
me
that
the
it
verb?
wasn't?
Read the verb for me in the Arabic, because you pretend to know Arabic, and tell me what the verb is, because if you're going to be stupid, I'm going
Pretend.
to
I'm learning Arabic.
Okay, so now let's come back to the issue. Stop with the smart alecky response. It's not going to bode with you.
Do you know Arabic, Sam?
Did he have it written down? Was it written down?
Yes, it was.
So do not waste 10 minutes of our time to get to the point. So we're going to go back to my point. So the Quran is a kitab because it's written. Sent down the
written.
book, it's written, right?
A kitab is written, but a Quran is recited.
So why did you waste
This is the place where this video get more interesting. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do it to subscribe.
10 minutes of our life when I said the Quran says it's a book? So now we agree it is a book, right?
It is a book of recitations. It's like saying poetry is a
Who
book.
gives a damn if it's recitation? We want to get to the pact. Does the Quran say it is also a book, and a book is something tangible? Please stop your game.
A book is something tangible.
Okay, so
Can
we
you
go
touch
back to
words?
the point I was making
Can you
20
touch words?
So you
Can I
just
touch your
admit-
words, Sam?
Okay, you just admit, because we got you recorded, we're going to make you infamous. Allah is the Quran, and the Quran is a book, so Allah became a book. Way to go, Einstein.
How is that possible?
Let's repeat your logic again. Follow with me your logic. We got to record it. Thank the Lord. Guys, clip this. Make this guy famous. Allah
Please.
is the Quran. The Quran is a book. That means the Quran is not just something to recite. It's something physical. Ipso facto, if Allah is the Quran and the Quran is a book, Allah is a book. Good job,
No.
genius.
Okay, you could say the same thing about the Bible.
No, we don't say.
What
the
about
Bible is
Jesus?
God. We don't say the Bible is God, and we do say Jesus is God who became flesh, Einstein.
Okay, but this is the question that I'm asking you.
Yes.
If Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, right? That means everywhere you look, everywhere you see, when you see light, that's Jesus. Exactly. That's the logic you're making.
Oh, the logic is you are on kindergarten. I mean, I'm getting stupider by the moment speaking to you. But go to chapter 19. Let's see if you believe in Tawheed. Open Surah.
How about you go to chapter 19?
Did you not agree when I called you that you're going to have your Quran ready, right? I have the comments, right?
No, I wanted to ask you a question.
Did you
That's
not
why I came on here.
Wait. Did you not agree that you're going to have your Quran ready?
No, you didn't say have your Quran ready.
Okay, here. I'm going to now read it because you're aligned like your prophet.
No, say it. You didn't say have your Quran ready.
Let's read it. Shh. Down, girl. Here it is. All right, here you go. Let's open it up. Let me just open it.
What does it say?
So why don't you wait? Just stop barking before I have to punish Muhammad.
You're about to show yourself right here. You're a liar.
Show myself. Okay. Here, I'm going to play it. Let me just do it. Hold on 1 second. Let me open it up because you're a waste of time. I thought you were a little smarter, but it's okay. Let's do this.
I had a question about Baal. That's all I had. I don't care. I don't care about your audience. I don't care about.
Go ahead. Ask me about Baal. What happened? Did you delete the comments? Okay, I got to open it. But go ahead. Ask me about your Ball. Ask me about Baal, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right.
So you said in your video at timestamp 47:17.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Get to the point.
Do you want to say what you said? Do you remember what you said?
Can you get to your point before the New Year's?
I'm just asking you if you can pull it up.
Get to your point before.
I have it here. I'm going to be nice and I'm going to say it.
Read it.
You said that Allah, the word Allah is equal to Hubal.
Okay, good.
And Hubal is equal to Baal.
Yeah.
And Baal is equal.
Don't tell me you're going to be stupid enough to quote chapter 37, 125.
No.
Okay, good. Get to your point.
No, I'm not there yet. Hold on. And who is Baal? Who did you say was Baal represented?
Baal is Satan, Muhammad's father.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, what language did Jesus speak?
Aramaic.
How do you say God in Aramaic?
You don't say Allah, you say Allah. Because now let me educate you. Before you bark, can I educate you?
Oh, wait. You said what now?
My point?
Can you say what? You said what?
Down, girl. Allah is not Allah. Allah corresponds to Ilah. You dumb pagan. See, he left. There you go. So your lie, there's one God, is a lie from the pit of hell. The Quran says Allah, His Spirit, even Jesus, and others are all divinities. But now let's come back to your question about Jesus because you know nothing about the Quran. Come back to Jesus. What do you want to ask me?
Okay, so if the Christian faith is right, then why, if the Christian faith is correct, then why you people have so many, divisions among yourselves? So, for example, like,
you know what you're going to do? No, you're going to surround the Quran. Hold on.
I didn't complete my question.
No, because I'm not going to listen. How many divisions in Islam? Because now you're going to spit on Muhammad with me. How many divisions?
Right? If we have Sunni and Shia, that doesn't
No, Sunni and Shia. Wait. I know you're dumb. You don't know Islam. In Sunni, you have Ashari, you have Maturidi, you have Athari, you have those who perform Tasawwuf, Tawassul, and Salafi. That's just in Sunni Islam, let alone Shia Islam, Alawi, and Ismailism. Did you know about these sects?
So the question is, do we have different kinds of beliefs like Christians?
Yes, you do. The Salafi believe Allah has 2 right hands, He has feet, He has shin, He has genitals, He has a waist, He has face, and at least 3 eyes.
What?
Yes. The Salafis believe that Allah has feet, has shin, has 2 right hands, has at least 3 eyes, has a waist, whereas the Ashari Maturidi say no. And you didn't know this? You didn't know this? And you became a Muslim? Shame on you. So now, since Islam is so divided, will you not spit on Muhammad, say on Muhammad because of the division? Because that's your excuse for leaving Christianity. Spit with him with me. Say, Muhammad, I made a mistake on you because I didn't know Islam was just as divided.
Does it say in the Quran, or is it a belief of those people?
The Quran says about Allah's feet, Allah's eyes, Allah's shin, Allah's hands, which is why the Salafi say these are actual attributes of Allah.
No, He doesn't have any such attributes.
The Salafis say you're lying, you're a son of the devil. Do I need to play the clip? Here, let me find it. Hold on. Okay, see, again, you're wasting my time because you have no idea about Islam. Nothing. But now, since you have Salafi, Ashari, Maturidi, just in Sunni Islam, and you have those who believe in Tasawwuf and Tawassul, Wasila, which you have no idea what these are, and then you go to the Shia and they have many branches. You even have Alawi and Ismailism. Are you now going to say, I made a mistake in saying Christianity has so many divisions, which is why I reject it, because Islam has divisions and I spit on Muhammad? Will you spit on Muhammad with me? Yes or no? Here, let me read it to you. Hold on, let me play Asim al-Hakim. Okay, here you go. You ready? Okay. You ready now? Here.
Hey, you wanted me to
listen,
play,
wait, listen. Wait, let him finish.
No, I'm not able to hear anything. I'm
Oh,
not sure
sorry.
about-
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, let's start because I forgot. I apologize. Guys, sorry, I didn't know you couldn't hear. Thank you. I'm sorry because I was in the wrong thing. Let's try it again. You ready?
Yeah.
Listen now. Listen, sorry. My apologies, guys. I thought you could hear.
Zubair says,
Can you hear now?
does Allah have 2 hands, feet, face, fingers, eyes? What should be our aqidah regarding this? Zubair, does Allah see? Does Allah hear? Does Allah have a will? Is Allah alive? All of these are attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. And because these are attributes of Allah, no one claims that these attributes are equivalent to my hearing, my seeing, me being alive, me having a will. No one says this. Allah Azza wa Jal speaks, and he spoke to Musa, and he spoke to our Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. And I speak, but does anyone in his right mind say that it's the same speech? Of course not. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There's nothing similar unto him Azza wa Jal. Nothing is like him, and he's all hearing, all seeing. So when we approve and agree that Allah has attributes of his own that are unlike any of others of his creation, then when he describes himself in the Quran
Listen.
by saying that he has a face,
Say that.
that he has eyes, that he has hands, 2 hands to be specific, and that he has feet, and that he has fingers, and the hearts are between 2 fingers of Allah's fingers, flipping them as he wishes. Who are we to say, no, 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 no. Allah, though he described himself by such attributes, but he doesn't.
See, that's what you just did. You just said he doesn't have it, and this man said you're a liar. Now let him finish.
We are claiming that Allah is telling us a lie. The Prophet ﷺ is describing Allah to us without telling us the truth. Of course, this is nonsense, and this is only said by deviated sects and cults of the Muslims.
See? So wait, Islam has deviated sects and cults of Muslims, so division? Oh.
That do not follow the Quran nor the Sunnah.
So this man said you're a liar when you denied what the Quran and Muhammad said, that Allah has 2 hands, at least 2 eyes, feet, and fingers. So now, do you agree with Salafi Islam? Oh, he ran, huh? Okay. Were you listening? Did you listen?
Yes, allows the connection, but
Okay,
yes.
so this man just said, you're a liar when you said Allah doesn't have hands and feet and eyes. He goes, yes, he does. The Quran says it, Muhammad says it. And he said, the deviated sects and cults of Muslims disagree. So you just admit you have divisions. And if you deny it, you are a deviant. Do you agree now with the Salafis? Your God has at least 2 hands and 2 feet and fingers and eyes?
But he was clear that it was not like ours, right? So maybe I'm wrong on.
Play your game. Are your hands like the hands of a dog? So what does that mean? Yeah, my hands are unlike the hands of a dog. So what? I still have hands. So even though your God's hands are unlike mine, he still has them. Do you believe that? Do you believe it? Because a cat's legs are not the same thing as a donkey's legs. But a cat has legs. I have feet, but my feet aren't like the feet of a giraffe, but I still have feet. So your God has feet and hands, though they're unlike anything. Do you believe he has 2 hands, at least 2 eyes? Actually in Arabic, it's 3 or more. And he has a waist and fingers? Yes or no?
Yeah, if Quran says, then yes.
Oh, so you're that stupid to believe what the Quran says? Because now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you believe Allah created all heaven and earth? All space
Yes.
and time?
Yes.
No, you don't. Because how can Allah create all space and time? Because if you have hands and feet and eyes, that means you have a body and a shape, and a body needs space to live in. See, you're not that bright, are you? You're not that intelligent, are you?
He's Allah, right? He can do anything he wants.
Oh, but Allah can do what he wants, but God can't become a man in Jesus Christ and still be one God. You see what a hypocrite you are? You see what a hypocrite you are? So why did you leave Jesus when you don't know him and follow this fake prophet? So again, I'm waiting for what question do you have from the Bible about Jesus' divinity? I'm still waiting because divisions, you buried yourself. You got just as many divisions in Islam. So what's the question? So I can send you back to Jesus and away from Muhammad, the son of the devil.
Yeah, so where does it say in the entire Bible, right from Genesis until Revelation, where does Jesus say that he's God?
You know, I'm going to embarrass you with that question, right? You know why? Listen, I'll answer you if you listen. You're saying Jesus has to say, I am God in those exact words, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me answer. So you're not listening. Okay, I'll become Muslim if you show me from your Quran where Jesus says, I am the Messiah in those exact words. Show me that. Now be honest with me, because you didn't hear my question. I said, where did Jesus say, I am the Messiah? Not where your Quran says it. Show me where your Quran says, where Jesus says, I'm the Messiah.
No, he need not say when Quran is saying, right?
Say it again. Wait, say it. What?
He need not say it when Quran itself is saying.
Okay, so then again, this is why you're a son of the devil, because you just said Jesus has to say, I'm God. Why does he have to say it when the Father says he's God in Hebrews chapter 1? Do you even know your Bible?
Okay, how can you say that those books are authentic?
Because you just told me to quote those books to prove my point. So now when I quote those books, now they're not authentic? You see why you're a son of the devil? Didn't you just tell me, go to my Bible to quote it? So when I quote it, now it's not authentic. You see why your father is the devil? Because if I go to the book, you're going to say why it's authentic. So why are you asking me to prove to you something from a book that you're not going to accept and attack?
All right, welcome back. Hope you've learned on this amazing video. Please do it to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit up the notification button so that each time we drop our new videos, you'll be notified. As you can see in this video, this first Islam guy that came up to debate with Sam was once a Christian, then he diverted to become a Muslim. Then he was claiming to say that because the Christians are in dark, that is why he became a Muslim. Then Sam began to give him proof, which this guy was not even ready to learn or to listen to Sam. And he was claiming to say that Jesus is a Muslim because Jesus spoke Arabic while he was on earth. And this guy was not even ready to listen to Sam. Then after that, he ended up the call and left the debate, and Sam made it clear in a statement in the end of the call. And the second Muslim who came up and was claiming to say to Sam that if they say that God is if they say God is one, so why is it that the church is divided? Why are they having so many religions or so many churches in the world? So at least they could have at least one religion as a Christian. And Sam asked him, in your own Islam, how many attributes do they have as an Islam? Which Sam started mentioning at least 4 or 5 of it, and Sam began to give him proof in their Islam, which some of them did not even believe in their own self, in their religion. Some of the Islam believe that their God, that's their Allah, has a hand, a leg, and a mouth and a waist. That means that God can occupy a space. So some of their Islam believed that, why some did not believe that. So why will you be in a religion that you guys are not accepting the same fact that is written in the Quran? Because some of them really believe some things that are written, while some of them did not believe some things that are written in the Quran. That means this Quran is incomplete because so many of them are deviating. Truly, the Quran is right. So why would they have different attributes or different religion inside the Islam? So at the end of this debate, this Muslim guy began to find that even them, they're having so different attributes of their religions inside of the Islam, but Christians already are one. What they just have is just their faith, and their own faith is more worst because in Christian, all Christians believe that Jesus is God and God is the Son of God. And them, they don't believe. There are many things they don't believe in the Islam that is written in the Quran, and so many of them did not believe. So as you can see, that means this Islam of a religion of a stuff, these guys are really confused in their religion. Hope you've learned on this amazing video. Please do it to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit up the notification button so that each time we drop our new videos, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching this amazing video.